One man's love for the classic Hollywood monster movies has made him spend his life recreating and preserving the golden age of horror and science fiction.
This is the coolest. It's spooky season. It is perfect. And in this week's road trip close to home, News 12 photojournalist Lori Golias takes us to Plainville.
I started the Witch's Dungeon Classic Movie Museum when I was only 13.
Beware and gather up all your courage.
My name is Cortland Hull. I'm the curator of the Witch's Dungeon Classic Movie Museum.
For we're about to begin.
I have this great love of the classic horror films, as well as the actors and the makeup artists that made it possible. As the saying goes, it's in the blood. My great uncle was Henry Hull, who was an actor that played the very first Werewolf of London in 1935.
Come closer to the cauldron, dearie.
As you go through, you'll see recreated scenes of the classic horror and science fiction films from Vincent Price, Boris Karloff, Bela Lugosi, and many others. We tried to give you the feeling that you've actually stepped back in time when these movies were made, and we've done a lot of recreations of the sets, and then we have live tour guides in costume that take you through and explain the history of these films and the actors that appeared in them. He got the head of the fly, and the fly got his head. When you take the tour, you're going to see Bela Lugosi as Count Dracula. This year it's celebrating the 90th anniversary of that film. A couple other favorites, of course, are Boris Karloff as the Frankenstein monster, and we have a whole laboratory scene for that. And again, the Frankenstein film is celebrating its 90th anniversary this year. Many people may not know that the real original version of the story, Beauty and the Beast, was La Belle et la Bête, which was created in 1946 in France. Well, we've gone to great detail with that, not only in the costuming, but even the hair work on the figure. Some of it is done one hair at a time around the eyes and the mouth. Our newest one that we have for this season is The Invisible Man, that was played by Claude Rains in the 1933 classic film. The exciting thing about being able to be open year-round here at the new location is the fact that starting Thanksgiving weekend and running to New Year's, we're going to have the Monsters Holiday. And the Monsters Holiday is something I've wanted to do for a long time. People love it because we have all the sets, all the characters decorated for the holidays, plus along the base of the set, you have vintage toys of horror and science fiction from the 1950s up to the 1970s. I invite all of you, especially if you're movie buffs, you need to come to see the Witch's Dungeon Classic Movie Museum.
This is my all-time favorite right now. Well, the Witch's Dungeon is open weekend evenings in October. For more information on how to visit, go to news12.com. It's all there.